So, good morning. Happy Black Friday for those of you who are celebrating Black Friday. Um, as you can see, I am not anywhere in the vicinity of stores today. Um, yeah, so for those of you thinking that this video will be titled Black Friday or something even remotely related to that, unfortunately not. Um, Today I am heading to my high school, uh, and I guess today I'll title this Love and Basketball. Now, why those two things may question you as, like, what does love and basketball have to do? Well, believe it or not, those two things are some of the most important factors to me in my life. And while you know, there's some things that will be discussed, just you'll see. You'll see. So yeah, saw that. This is where it all began. This is where it all first started for me. For love and basketball. Those two things contributed to everything that I've had now. Every who I became, basically. I mean, this is where I fell in love a lot of times before, but the first ever relationship, well, the first and only ever relationship, seriously, started here in this school. And I've met the majority of my good friends through the courts, through the basketball courts. Basketball was my sport. I was never too fond of football because I would get too easily broken. And baseball, something happened when I was a kid, so I became in fear of baseballs, especially ones that are getting thrown directly at me. So it was just basketball. Basketball is my thing. Though I never made it to a team, it was the sport that I've felt so comfortable with. It just all started here. And all started here. These courts were once my life. For a while, it was pretty much all I had. It was where I made all my friends, where I got to meet some cool people. I mean, sure, classes and everything were great, but this is where it all began, basically. But yeah, this is where it all began. I remember sitting here on this bench. Sorry, my aim's not that great. But this bench right here is where I had my first kiss. And you know, for some, let's just say that relationship didn't end so great, but it still mattered to me a lot. Some people already know that story, and they would say that maybe it was for the best. But if somebody really mattered to you, at least in my opinion, do you just forget them despite how bad it turned out to be? I don't think so. It just brings back a lot of memories sometimes. I remember walking up these stairs, coming back. Well, I know some people have a lot of memories for this place too. Some of my memories are engraved here. I've made friends literally just being here. I mean, other than the basketball courts. This was a relaxing place. And for some people, they might not expect it, but it felt like another home to me, especially being surrounded by so many people that cared about me. Would I throw it all away for if I could have had her back? I don't know. As much as, I miss her at times, well, I guess the memories more. The memories are all that matters. And yeah, ever since then, I've just been single. There were some people who came along the way who really made an impression on me. But I haven't had anyone to understand who I am yet. And some people say, just she'll come along. At times you just get tired of waiting. And I know it's silly. For some of you, you might think it's pretty silly just to keep thinking about it. Why don't you just roll with the solo life for now? And I'm like, yeah, why not? Occasionally you get the occasional flirts by some people, the laughter, the moments, and while it may be silly or you'll disagree in some points, it wasn't so silly to me. I mean, while others love that solo life, all I could think about was, what about the end of the day? I mean, wouldn't you feel better if there was someone waiting for you at the end of the day, asking you how your day was? Knowing that no matter how the day went well, there's that one person you could basically talk to who could basically wrap their arms around you and tell you just okay. That no matter what happens, as long as you have that person, you're good. I guess that's my mindset, and I don't feel like it's wrong. Some of you could disagree, and I don't blame you. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But it's just me. Love's very hard to find, and while some people find it, others are still searching. Sometimes we make mistakes, and trust me, it's not wrong to make mistakes. It's as long as you learn from them. So, where am I now, basically? Where am I on the totem pole of what you call relationships? And so, honesty alert, there was one person lately. Oh man, I need to sit down for this. It's just hard to move around and think about it. And no, I will not give a name. I'm not gonna give a name at all. But all I can say is that she took me by storm. Completely off-guarded. And while she declined me nicely, it still didn't stop all the fantasies, all the dreams. I guess when I looked into her eyes, it was just almost like I could envision so many things, which it's not the first. But, you know, I guess for now, I've never felt strongly about someone in such a long time, and just to see it. No, we're okay. Like, we're okay as two people. But I certainly do wish it didn't turn out the way it turned out. It would have been nice. No, I haven't given up hope. Time plays us all, and only time will tell what will happen. So, maybe. Or maybe I'll find someone better. But when I look at it right now, thoughts of her just come in. And even when I try to envision being with someone else, it's just her and those memories just come flooding in and dragging me back in. Sometimes how I wish it could be her, and people are gonna say you can find better. No, but they just don't understand. It's not just about finding someone. It's that emotional connection that you feel to that person that makes you feel like there. And I can honestly say there hasn't been anyone who's come closer to how I felt about my first and only girlfriend. This current girl just leaves me speechless. But that's part of the reason why I making these videos, is that I can keep moving forward and finally do what I love. I owe her that much. She basically is the inspiration to be who I am, which I haven't been for most of my life. And it's because out of fear, out of like, why worry? I have close friends who I realize just won't, no matter what I do, they're gonna just call me the good friend. I guess I was so worried about being judged most of my life that instead I decided what I felt like people would have accepted. And while it did give me some friends, it kind of hindered me to be who I am. And where would the love be in that if I couldn't even love myself? But yeah, love and basketball. The first sport I ever loved was basketball. Always and forever. And there's something about just playing basketball that just calmed me down. It was a way of just letting myself express free. And it wasn't the type of sport where it forced you to basically charge at the opponent. No, if you had the ball, avoid the opponent and just put that little ball through the hoop. That was the basic gist of basketball. Basketball gave me a lot of things. And while they're not all here, it was the one thing that I could fully express myself. And I wouldn't give it any other way. Basketball was the icebreaker. And I guess I fell in love with that. As much as I wanted to play basketball most of the day, I have work later on, so I'm not in a mood to keep playing, especially knowing that in a few hours I have to serve customers all over again. And I know I haven't been talking much, but there's not much to say about basketball. It's just I love this sport. It gave me friends. It helped me break the ice, which I wouldn't have been able to in class. And like I said, like not every one of them is there. I mean, occasionally, you know, some of my friends who came from high school would invite me to play basketball, and you know, like I said, not everyone's here, but at least occasionally I get to play with them most of the times. And say hi, guys.
Hi.
Like I said, and the douchiest one of them all with the ball over there. Wait, where are you going? Right there. Not anymore. But yeah, this is gonna be calling it a day. What? But why I chose those two words, they tied in together. Love and basketball is just things that tie together in my life. So as far as that's it for day 6. See you guys.